Okay, there's some gunk here, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Didn't notice it earlier, just popped up from somewhere. Right, one blow and this is good. Now I can put this back, which sounds simple, but now you have brushes, right, which have tension. So now to put this back, these brushes gonna hold. So yeah, I'll see how I can do it, and then I'll let you guys know how I did it. Okay, I'm just adding some flux, which I dropped in a wrong place, but yeah. So there is some heating here, so I believe it might be a dry solder or something. I'm just gonna maybe lightly solder these back again using this flux. Let's see how it goes. Now I'm gonna again have to clean this right after flux, because flux is corrosive sometimes. I don't know, but I like to clean these with alcohol. So here we go. I have some good solder wire here, and then I'm just gonna lightly tap these guys with solder. There it is. These guys just take time to melt. All right, I think that did not melt at all. Now it did. Alrighty. That solder didn't look good. That definitely was dried. So I'm just gonna add some new solder and fix that. There we go. It has to happen like cleanly, right? You can't just put a blob there. You gotta make sure it sinks in to whatever this. I think there's a plate from here and then it goes like that. Or I don't know. Maybe that's the plate and this is just earthing, or these are some capacitor network to reduce resonance or whatever that is. But I'm just gonna make sure that joint is properly there. Yeah, there we go. Now it bubbles down. Yeah, see that? That's a clean joint. That's how it should look like. That's how it should look like. It's a clean joint now. So I'm going to do that for the rest of them, hopefully. And then I'll then show how these go back in here. Okay. Okay, so I did solder these joints. Now I'm going to just put some alcohol here and then clean this up a little bit more. Yeah, maybe you want to just let it do like that and then just clean this up, right? See how much gunk still is there. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to make this mirror finish, but then yeah, whatever I see, I keep getting these out. So specifically when I've soldered something, flux, something like that, I just wish I just want to put alcohol and then clean this up. What alcohol also does is it removes moisture, right? So it's a known agent to get rid of whatever moisture you have. So I will use that and then let it just evaporate. That's it. And then I'm gonna put these brushes back, right? Okay, now we gotta put these brushes back. I'm just gonna give them a light clean anyways here, so that any powder or such things, graphite powder, it just goes away, so that it just doesn't stick back to the armatures that we cleaned, right? Otherwise, what's the point? So if you see this guy, it's just heats, and maybe, I don't know, the graphite has just fused in there. If you see this guy, it just graphite is fused in that thing. So I'm just getting rid of as much as I can from these guys. You see it just keeps coming out, a lot of it, right? So I'm just gonna get rid of that. I could give it a light sand, maybe. Yeah, that's a good idea. I can just sand it out a little bit. I don't want to do it too much, because what you're doing is you're just removing a lot of graphite from these, which you don't want to, right? So yeah, there we go. So maybe, and these are very sensitive to sanding. They just get a lot of powder out, right? Yeah, look at that. Somehow they're coned. I believe this is because the way our armature is a little curved. So they also, you know, wear in a curve, which is fine, which should be fine, right? They don't look that worn to me. So I think I should be able to do that. And then I'm just gonna get this powder off, because remember, this is conductor, so you don't want that powder to be stuck in there, just short some things out. You don't want that. All right, so always give it a great clean. And the best thing that works is just wipe everything with alcohol. I mean, it's just gonna flow down whatever debris is there. And yeah, it just, I do it that way. So yeah, we are good. So I'm just gonna get a tissue and then do this all, and then we are good to fit them back. Now when you want to put these back, there's a spring there, correct? So they look like this. This is how the spring looks like. All right. Yeah, maybe now it will focus. Yeah, it looks like that. You see that blue dot there? Okay, that should go outside. All right, so that blue dot is gonna face outside here, that way. Okay, and this, there is no dot here, that's gonna face outside, because what's gonna end up happening is, this is a spring that just keeps your brushes outwards. Even if they wear out, they just gradually will come out, right? And this is how you're gonna fit them. So this is the wire that's embedded in the brush. So you're just gonna take that and insert it like so. All right, now once you do this, don't let it go, because it's gonna come right out. Just press it back. Okay, this is how you're gonna do that. Now this will stay for a while, but when you fit it, it will come out. All right, that's ideally how it should be. Otherwise, it's going to be impossible for you to put this back in. How will you put this back, right? If they just protrude outside, you're not going to able to be putting them back, right? So that's how this works. Now there is another one here. Again, same thing, the blue dot. There's a color here, small, you see the color, correct? That goes outwards. So, oh yeah, that guy came out. So I'm just gonna fit that back first. Again, you have to be very careful, they just come out. Now if they come out, God save you, you're not going to be able to put these back here. It's just a pain to, you know, attach this. These brush will give you a hard time. Yeah, see how it just pops out. It just wants to, because that's how it's designed. So just, okay, and now make sure you don't catch this like that, right? It has to be free. So your cable has to be like that. Don't put this here, otherwise it's not going to be able to come out. I don't know how I'm going to figure this out though.
Sound.
So what I did is I just got this cable here so that it stays in place. Okay, we eventually will have to get this out so that this pops out, right? I'm going to see how I'm going to do that. So right when it goes in, I'm just going to pull that cable out maybe. Let me see. I mean, I'm doing this. I've done a lot of motors and this has been a pain point. Putting this cover back with the brushes on, right? It's been a pain point everywhere. So let me see how I can do this. So for now, I'm just going to lock these two with this wire so that they just stay there.
Yes.
Okay, now we figured out how to put this back, right? Now you have this bearing. Now, if you will notice, this bearing is little bigger than the actual armature that's there. So the way we're going to do this is we have hooked these up, these two brushes, and if you notice, these wires are locked. I just locked them right now so that they don't pop out, right? This is the biggest pain point. Now, you don't have like your fingers to like do this and all that. You could use two screwdrivers and then just press them in and put it back. But this just works fine right now. Do not forget this O-ring. Okay, this is what's going to keep your water out here. Now, whenever you put any O-ring, just apply a light greasing there so that it does not pinch. If it pinches, then there's a leak, right? You don't want that. So just apply oil or little bit of grease and this should just go fine. Okay. So what I'm going to do is now just put this back. Now doesn't matter which way you do this because this is the cable that you have. So it will only go this way. I think I had it locked and it's no longer locked. This is okay that way. It has to kind of lock clearly here, so I'm just gonna give a little bit so that it stays locked a little bit better, maybe like that. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm just gonna put it back like so. Now if you have difficulties like this doesn't want to go in, if you see here closer, this is what's gonna end up happening, right? So this won't go in and your brushes are just protruded out and they're stuck. So you could use something like this to just pry it or just press it maybe a bit and then try to get it like that side went in, and then you press it here and then that side went in. There we go. It went in. Now do not forget to unlock those wires because then your brushes are going to be locked, right? So right here, that's the wire I have. So I'm just gonna pop it out and then press this guy. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. Same for the other side. All right, there we go. So the wire is locked. Oh, okay, just wants to come out. And then unlock and pop it. There we go. And then just press it. All right, I think this should be okay. All right, so we have successfully installed this back. Okay, there is no gap between these two, so we are good. Now we have to figure out a way to just screw this in. That's all we're gonna do now. Just screw this in, right? Okay, now I've just put this back all good. All three screws, put these back. The bigger one goes here, the broader thing goes here, and these two. Then there's the wire. I never opened that, so we're good. Here we go. 12 volts. Ah, that works. Okay, 1, test 2. Still works. Test 3. Still works. Fine, I guess this is gonna work for a while for me. I'm okay with that noise. That's good, ain't it? Shit.